Welcome back to the Intercourse Show. I'm your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very exciting show for you. We are talking about Kevin Samuels interview where he points out the weakness of modern women. I haven't seen this before, so let's go ahead and see how it plays out, and I'll react to it.
So here we go. Here we go. All right. So we're going to admit this. JT, she got the little sleepy thing on. R. Jenkins, we got that on. Okay. I can't see. Linda, go ahead and unmute you. Okay, Linda. Linda, unmute yourself. Hi.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what do you got for me?
Everything you're saying is you're right. I can't disagree with you. Your approach may be a little bit abrasive to women, especially Black women, because a lot of them never had a father in their life to talk to them the way you do. So, like, if you had a dad in your life, the way you talk is normal. That's how Black fathers talk to their daughters. You know?
Well, I don't talk to every woman the same.
No,
I reflect what I get, and sometimes no one wants to go around this way. It would be so when I do have a softer conversation with women, it honestly throws a lot of my critics off. Like, he was soft on her. She had a different energy.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being feminine. I was raised to be a wife and a mother, you know. It was by the age of 10, I was Catholic school, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the household. My mother made sure I was domesticated.
Did you ever get married?
I was engaged twice.
How old are you?
Never. I am 38.
What?
Why?
Come on now. Come on. Oh my.
Yeah, listen.
Well,
I dodged a bullet. I dodged bullets. Thank God.
All right, but let's just say that's accurate. But to me, it seems like the picture is starting to become clear.
Hold on. So she says she was raised to be a wife and all that type of shit. Engaged twice, and 38 and unmarried. We don't know about the child situation. Hopefully we'll find that. But I'm just like, if you're raised to be a wife, there's men that want wives. And you came across those. This shit is fucking crazy. But let's continue.
Sisters really fear marriage. They want it, but it's like the best example I can get is a roller coaster. It's scary, but you need to conquer your fear, but you don't want to get on because you're afraid.
Because you have to show yourself and be so vulnerable and so naked to this one person you don't like.
Okay, so
and
what?
It takes two, right? So you're willing to be vulnerable and naked, and the other person is still hiding stuff. It's like, whoa, what's going on here?
Why do you ladies always presume the?
Hold on. He's about to say. I know what he's about to say. You go into the shit with fear. No. Why don't you go into it thinking that it is gonna work? You motherfuckers go into it with fear. But maybe he's gonna say that. I don't know if he is, but let's come on.
First.
I don't presume the worst. I went in there with like heads over heels in love, then living a double life.
Let me explain what I mean. Let me explain what I mean. You dodge bullets. All right, but those are two bullets. There are millions of Black men. What I cannot keep doing, I cannot keep having this conversation of 80% of divorces filed by women. It's like you ladies get a heartbreak or two, and that becomes the template for everything possible. Because listen. Because listen. Okay. I didn't say you. I said you ladies.
Okay.
If you the roller coaster, you need to conquer your fears. If you stand there, eventually the park closes. And everybody else in the world is getting on, riding, and moving on with their life. I'm going to say something that's probably going to take a lot of Black women off. But many of you are watching your life run out.
Mhm.
You go back
You're
to your
absolutely
college.
right.
You go back to college. The women you went to college with, your non-black college friends, they're married with kids. You're still talking about hot girl summer.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So do something
So,
In
about
my
it. God damn
20s,
it.
I was young and dumb and full of cum. I will
oh
admit
my
that.
God.
Yes. What is wrong is true. I could sit there and admit that.
I have to beep that one out. Hold on just a second.
But I'm like, y'all black women just look at them. Look at other groups. They're doing what's necessary. That's what we want y'all to do. Instead of getting you old as fuck and you just fighting somebody else that's old as you, when y'all should be together. You should have been together 30 years, but you're just meeting today. Both of y'all been single because your ass ain't that. Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
Look, Maribel. Ooh. Oh, I got. Wow. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
What do you got for me?
Okay. Thanks.
Your audio is very low. Can you get close to the microphone?
Let me take that. Is that better?
A little
Not
bit. Go
much.
ahead.
Not much.
Okay. All right. Hi, and thanks for the opportunity. I'm African. And,
Oh yeah, it is very low. I can't. Your microphones. Yeah, I can't hear. I got the. Sorry. JT. Amanda, your audio is not connected. There's no picture of you anyway, so I can't do that. All right, so the running out. If you went to a PWI, predominantly white institution, think about when you left school and you went to work in the work world. I was shocked in my 20s how many of my non-black colleagues were going to weddings every fall, every summer. They was always going to weddings.
Yep.
We were going to the club. Difference for a man versus a woman is men can have 2 or 3 different lifetimes. Ladies, from 25 to 40, black women still look good. You still looking like you did, but you're wasting time. I've asked this to so many pretty professional black women in particular. When are you going to pull the lever, push the button, and just make a damn decision? All right, you're as good as I'm going to get. I need to move the French toast on. You're about 60%, you're about 70% about what I can think. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go on with you.
Yep.
You would rather be in a relationship for 5 years instead of saying you were in a marriage for 5 years. Why do we fear marriage? Why do women fear marriage so much? To the point to where it's like, I'll have a baby, but I ain't gonna get married. But I want to be married. But then when
Anyway, it's crazy. Well, because having a baby means you can get some money, right, from the government. But I'm like, that it offsets, right? Because children are expensive. The government incentivizes having a baby. It doesn't incentivize getting married. That's why if I was a politician, I would incentivize. If you get married, you get money. If you have a child, you get money. This, I don't know. Maybe I should run something because I push that shit. Get married, have children, get money. What? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. If you like the video, comment on the video.
Okay, that was my man. Let me see. I'm giving some shout out to his channel. This was Mr. Info 5000. Definitely check out him if you like this commentary. But Kevin Samuels did raise some good points in this video. He talked about the fear of a lot of modern women from getting married. They don't want to be in relationships. They would rather be mothers. and not necessarily wives. And I think that fear is rooted in partly what that man just said. You know, there isn't really much incentives for marriage now, right? Like, other than the fact that you could take the man for half of what he's got with no fault of divorce, that's a pretty decent incentive. You know what I'm saying? I would think so. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but a lot of people, you know, don't have the proper value for marriage. But also, he raised another point about women waiting forever to get married at a later point. It's like they want to use their prime years to, you know, run around doing the fuckery. Part of my French. They just want to run around doing the hot girl summers, using those golden years just to, you know, move around. And before you know it, they're in their late 30s, 40s, and now they want to settle down. But by that time, you don't put so much mileage on a car, on an engine, it's just not as desirable. You know what I'm saying? And by that time, you know, the capabilities and the ability of the car is not the same. You know what I mean? The car's not moving the same. So now you got to change it up. You got to change it up. So for a lot of people, that's not desirable. You know, for a lot of men, that's not really desirable. You know, we want a woman who's at her prime, who's beautiful, who carries herself well, but also who can give us children, help us build our legacy, but also who can be, I don't want to say molded, but who can flow with our program, with our way of doing things. And if you have a woman that's been traumatized because she's been in so many relationships and had so many bad run-ins with men, it's harder for you to manage that woman because she's been through a car wreck multiple times with different guys, and there's a lot of soul ties and stuff out there, and it's hard for you to guide it. And then she has children, becomes even more of a problem because those men are involved in some capacity or another. So his point is, don't wait to get married. Focus in, do what you need to do, and don't let fear hinder you from connecting and starting your family. Be connected, be on one page, and utilize your golden years to find someone that makes sense for you. I don't think that's bad advice. I actually think it's good advice. But what say you? Do you think Kevin Samuels is on something? Are women waiting too long to get into relationships? Or, you know, should they, you know, utilize all their time, all their prime years running around catching bodies? I don't know. You tell me what you think and share your thoughts. If you're not already a subscribed member to this show, definitely like and subscribe to the program. The subscribe button's on the bottom, but also weigh in. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about this particular topic. Leave a comment in the comment section. It may be beneficial to our viewers, and it may add some insight and proper context. But with that said, I thank you guys for joining me for the show, and I ask that you continue to be well until we speak again. God bless.